Brock Lesnar is one of the most intimidating and powerful wrestlers in WWE. From being the monstrous wrestler in WWE to defeating many other fierce competitors, he has left a trail of destruction. In today's video, we will discuss 5 instances where Brock Lesnar nearly broke his opponent's bones. If you're a fan of Brock Lesnar, make sure to watch the video until the end. Number 5, Big Red Machine Kane. You may all remember the incident at WrestleMania 31, when Roman Reigns faced Brock Lesnar, and Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. However, later at the Battleground Premium Live event, there was supposed to be a match between Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar for the World Heavyweight Championship. Leading up to that match, a contract signing took place on an episode of Monday Night Raw. During this segment, Brock Lesnar launched a terrifying attack on Seth Rollins and his bodyguards, including the Big Red Machine, Kane. Lesnar started by hitting Rollins with a suplex, then took the fight outside the ring. There, he ruthlessly attacked Kane, before taking the battle back to Rollins outside the ring as well. Lesnar delivered an F5 to Kane outside the ring. After Rollins fled the scene, only Kane remained, and Lesnar continued his assault. The most brutal moment came when Lesnar placed Kane's foot on the steel steps and slammed the steel steps down onto his foot, causing Kane's leg to break in the process. Number 4, Mark Henry, 2013. On December 30, 2013, episode of Monday Night Raw, Brock Lesnar made an appearance with Paul Heyman in the ring. Heyman praised Lesnar, calling him the only legitimate contender for the WWE Championship. However, Mark Henry soon entered the ring and began to attack Brock Lesnar. Lesnar quickly countered Henry's attacks, and the fight spilled outside the ring. There, Lesnar delivered a brutal F5 to Mark Henry. A week later, during another episode of Raw, Mark Henry, despite being injured, charged at Lesnar in an attempt to attack him. Unfortunately for Henry, he didn't get far. Lesnar targeted his injured arm and began a vicious assault. Lesnar locked Henry's arm in a Kimura lock, applying it so fiercely that Henry's arm eventually broke, causing him immense pain. To save Henry, Big E and Victor came to his aid and attacked Lesnar. This eventually led to a confirmed match between Brock Lesnar and Big E at the 2014 Royal Rumble. In the match, Lesnar defeated Big E in just 3 minutes. Even after his victory, Lesnar didn't stop. He continued to unleash steel chair shots on his opponent, delivering over 15 brutal blows. Later, on another episode of Raw, Mark Henry, still recovering from his injuries, attempted to attack Lesnar once again. But once again, Lesnar countered and delivered an F5 onto the announcer's table at ringside. This series of events showed just how dangerous and dominant Brock Lesnar is as a wrestler, easily destroying his opponents with brutal force. Number 3, The Undertaker. Brock Lesnar is the wrestler who famously broke The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. However, long before that historic moment, nearly 12 years earlier, Lesnar had already caused significant damage to The Undertaker. In a Falls Count Anywhere match, Brock Lesnar faced The Undertaker, and during the brutal battle, they fought backstage. In the midst of the chaos, Lesnar delivered an F5 to The Undertaker backstage, leading to Lesnar pinning him for the victory. But the damage didn't stop there. Lesnar continued to attack The Undertaker with a tank, using it to launch a vicious assault. He struck The Undertaker's arm with such force that it nearly broke. The severity of the attack left The Undertaker with a severely injured arm. Just 17 days later, The Undertaker, despite his nearly broken arm, faced Brock Lesnar again, this time for the World Championship in a Hell in a Cell match. During this brutal contest, Lesnar targeted The Undertaker's arm once more. He tied it to the cell and relentlessly struck it with steel chair shots, causing excruciating pain for The Undertaker. Lesnar showed no mercy, continuing to hammer The Undertaker with chair shots until the match reached its conclusion. In the end, Brock Lesnar delivered a single, devastating F5 to The Undertaker, securing the win. The Undertaker was left bloodied and battered, with his arm broken by the Beast, Brock Lesnar, further cementing Lesnar's reputation as one of the most destructive wrestlers in WWE history. Number 2, Shawn Michaels. On August 13, 2012, during a Monday Night Raw episode, Shawn Michaels was backstage meeting with his friend, Triple H. As Triple H was preparing for his upcoming match with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, Michaels continued to encourage his friend. However, later that night, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, launched a brutal attack on Shawn Michaels. While Michaels was leaving the arena, Lesnar ambushed him backstage, and from there, he dragged him all the way to the ring while continuing his assault. Once inside the ring, Lesnar immediately hit Michaels with an F5. The attack was so vicious that the camera angle captured just how devastating it was, highlighting Lesnar's ruthless assault. Triple H arrived on the scene to try and save his friend, but Paul Heyman, who was with Lesnar, stood by and warned Triple H that if he advanced, Lesnar would break Michaels' arm. Despite Triple H's presence, Lesnar continued the attack, and eventually, he shattered Shawn Michaels' arm, causing severe damage. After breaking Michaels' arm, Lesnar quickly fled the scene. Following Lesnar's escape, Triple H entered the ring, attempting to confront Lesnar, but both Lesnar and Heyman managed to retreat. Meanwhile, Michaels was left with a broken arm, the result of Brock Lesnar's devastating assault, marking yet another brutal moment in Lesnar's history of destruction. Number 1. The Game, Triple H. On April 30, 2012, Brock Lesnar attacked Triple H in a shocking betrayal. Lesnar locked in the Kimura lock so fiercely that it caused severe damage to Triple H's arm, nearly breaking it. After this brutal assault, Triple H was injured, and he appeared in several subsequent Monday Night Raw episodes with his arm bandaged, clearly showing the extent of his injury. This attack marked the beginning of a fierce rivalry between Brock Lesnar and Triple H, as Lesnar had previously broken Shawn Michaels' arm, and now he had done the same to Triple H. Triple H, enraged by the assault, vowed revenge on Lesnar. It was clear that if Triple H ever faced Lesnar in the ring again, he would stop at nothing to defeat him. The two would meet again at SummerSlam 2012 in a highly anticipated match. In this singles match, both wrestlers delivered outstanding performances, with Triple H being particularly aggressive, fueled by the anger over the injuries inflicted by Lesnar on both himself and his friend Shawn Michaels. Towards the end of the match, Lesnar hit Triple H with a low blow followed by an F5, and many believed it would be the end for Triple H. However, to everyone's surprise, Triple H kicked out, defying expectations and proving his resilience. But the battle continued as Triple H tried to hit Lesnar with a pedigree, only for Lesnar to lock in another Kimura lock, this time even more viciously than before. Despite the immense pain, Triple H refused to tap out. However, Lesnar's relentless assault on Triple H's arm eventually resulted in it being completely broken. In the end, Triple H was forced to tap out, losing the match to Brock Lesnar. The injury was so severe that Triple H was sidelined for over 7 months, unable to compete in WWE due to the broken arm. This brutal attack became one of the defining moments in Brock Lesnar's career, where he nearly broke the arms of his opponents, leaving them injured and unable to compete for months. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates about wrestling. Thank you, everyone.